Good afternoon and good evening. This is Ini TV, Ephraim Naruna Imafido in Disogi TV. We are global and social commentators. Today, we want to look at the news behind the news. I know you guys are aware that the Senate has passed a state of national emergency. Few days back, because of the ritual killings in Nigeria, the Senate proposed a bill, the state of national emergency. This is good. And after this Senate has passed this bill, although it has not come into force, there was a lot of reactions from different angles. Because one of the solutions that the Senate said was a way to stop these ritual killings in Nigeria was to put a restriction or a ban on the film produced in Nigeria by Nollywood. What they were saying is that Nigeria has gotten to this stage because our film industry always centered on ritual killing. That is true. If you watch, statistics are shown that 80% for the past 2 years back of Nigerian films has to do with ritual killing. Has to do with a way of people going out of their reach to make money. And this has triggered a lot of people to say that the Nollywood is the reason, probably not the reason why this ritual killing sprang up, but they are saying that most of these stories in Nollywood always end with the ritualists getting a lot of money and living big. It's like they are celebrating evil. They are celebrating wrong means of making money. They are celebrating ritual as if it is a good thing. Well, we have looked at the whole thing and we said the Senate might not be wrong, but they are looking at this problem on the surface. Because whatever the Nollywood industry is presenting to us is a replica, it's the same thing, it's a true to life of what is going on in the real world. Fine. They should have sent a message and try as much as possible to make all their stories on ritualists end bad for whoever is partaking or involved in ritual. But in most cases, they buy a big house, a very expensive car, they begin to live good. And they almost always let this ritualist go free. So a lot of people have interpreted it as say, yeah, I'll do it. I'll make money. At the end of the day, if debt is mine, after I've lived for 10, 15 years, I'm okay. But what our Senate did not fail to realize that the problem, the real problem, starts with the government. Yes, Governments are ritualists. Governments are involved in ritual. Government should be held accountable. From the councillor, the governors, the commissioners, the House of Rep, the ministers, the Senate member, the presidency, they are all ritualists. Why do I say so? A ritualist is a man who comes, kiss somebody, use that person to enrich himself. That's what a ritualist do. If you're in government and you have a contract to supply books to school and you didn't do it, you embezzled the money, you are a ritualist. That school could have produced high qualitative students, but at the end of the day, the school, because of your action, will not be able to produce such students. You have mortgaged the life of those students. You have killed those students. So you are a ritualist. You are a governor. Security vote is coming. Instead of you using it wisely, providing security for your citizen, you decided to keep the money, to use it for personal use. You are a ritualist. You are a Senate member. There's a lot of allocation budgeted for your constituency. You didn't do it. You pocket the money. You are a ritualist. You are a minister. They've said, this money that has come, share it to everybody in Nigeria. For example, like when we have the COVID, there were palliative that were supposed to be shared. Governors and some ministers took advantage of it and began to siphon money for their pockets. You are a ritualist. And what did the president, for example, did? He takes the money, put it in a bank overseas. Whoever that president is, you are a ritualist. You are a father. It's not only in government. You are a father. You are a cleaner in your office. You don't earn much. You went and married 4 wives and have 20 kids. And now you can't take care of those kids. You are a ritualist. You are a mother. Instead of you giving your child the parental care, no, you don't. You don't give a F about your kids. You've played your own part. You are a ritualist. A mother should try as much as possible to encourage the kids to make sure at the end of the day they are better off. So if you don't do that, you are a ritualist. And what our Senate members should realize, the Nollywood, we're only depicting what is going on in the society. Instead of our Senate to blame themselves, they have pushed the blame to Nollywood actors, to the Nollywood industry. Senate, you are a ritualist because you have refused to accept that part of this problem comes from you. I made a video some 7 months back how much Senate members are earning. A 1 month salary for a Senate member in Nigeria makes him a millionaire. And when we are crying, when United Nations is saying 160 million Nigerians are below poverty line, you as a Senate member collecting millions. I'm not talking about the allowances. They even have as much as the wardrobe allowance, newspaper allowance, furniture allowance, and this runs into millions and millions of naira. You are a governor. Contract came. Instead of using the citizen of that state, providing job for them, you decided to subcontract this contract to your own private firm. You are a ritualist. Then back to us. The news coming up, we see 14, 15, 16 years old kids participating in this ritual killing. What has that implied? Everybody in Nigeria is a ritualist. But it is the government that has pushed its citizens. If you graduate today in Nigeria, there's 95% possibility that you will not get a job. So a lot of people have asked, what is the essence of me going to school? School, education today has no value. Government, this is why I am saying this. There are 4 things that will make a good nation. And by the time you have failed in providing these 4 things to its citizens, you are a ritualist. And these 4 things are: 1, health. And people will just look, well, I'm not sure I'm going to get up to 40 in this country. And what do? They'll say, okay, let me just use myself for ritual. Even if I last for 10 years, it's okay. After all, I don't even hope of crossing 40. So health, the government has failed its citizens on health. So government, you are a ritualist. Doctors are running to Saudi Arabia because they have not been paid. Ministers of health and all the internal affairs, external affairs, you are all ritualists. Because a lot of Nigerians are living. It did not start today. Years back, as far as the 80s, people start living and nobody came out and said, let's do something. You know things are getting worse every day, but you didn't do anything. You are a ritualist. Let me know that avoid health. That's 1. 2, education. Teachers have not been paid. Teachers are not being paid. So what will you say? The students, most of the teachers these days have extra job at the expense of their classes. Students look at the offering and say, what is the essence of going to school if at the end of the day it's of no use? So that is why government will say you are a ritualist. Then welfare. Welfare is one of the things that the government should provide for the citizens. The basic amenity in life: road, water, light, housing, food. You know, It is even pastors now that are beginning to bring out money to begin to help its members, because they have waited for government and government didn't do anything. And a lot of people begin to attack the pastors. Are you pastors? You are so ritualist too. You make a lot of money. So pastors too, those who have lent a deaf ear to the suffering of their members, you guys are also a ritualist. The welfare of the people is very important. Then commerce and industry, economy. The government, you see a woman that is suffering. She sell okra in a train. That's all our wares. That's our capital. And what do? You begin to impose tax on her. You want to kill her. You are a ritualist. So, if you look at all, forget about the 14 years that you saw, 15, 16. They are ritualists. They are involved. Why? If a 14 years old could sit down and think, I want to kill to make money, what can you learn from that? He has no hope. He does not believe in this government. He does not see help coming from anywhere. 14 years old. And apart from that, he has seen how we celebrate the society too. You and me, we are also ritualists. We celebrate those who we don't know how they get their source. How I will say, oh, who want to try this guy? He spray ground, he wet ground, he too much. We are not concerned about dignity. We are not concerned about integrity. We are not concerned. All we know is a millionaire, is a billionaire. And we aim and dream to be like him. And we are even prepared to go the way he has gone. The ritualist kind of way. To be as him. So, my brothers out there, when the sinners said the Nollywood is to blame, they forgot that they have the lion's share of the blame. I am also to blame too, because we celebrate people that has made it. It does not matter if you don't go to school now. It's not important. As long as you are making money, that's what is important. It's the culture now. And that is why I am also involved, because culture is the way of life. It's the way of life of Nigerians now. So let us, this is a particular message to and citizens likewise. We are all ritualists. But citizens became ritualists because the government have failed. So the government have a lion's share. So Senate, you are part of government. You are part of government. Senate, I repeat, you are ritualists too. There's this saying that a Kento calling the pot black. That is exactly what you guys just did. So my people, this is where we are going to end today's video. It pains me that Nigeria has gotten to this stage. And most of us outside this country, we are doing everything possible to make sure that people back home are probably not economically okay, but they do not die of hunger. You can't blame us. You can't blame us. We're doing what we think is the best. Do you know that 65 percent of revenue that Nigeria gets every year comes from Nigerians in diaspora. So the government has failed, had failed. They should take a retrospective look, find out how to solve these menace. Personally, I think there's no hope. If a 14 years old could think of becoming a millionaire without working, without sweating, then things are falling apart. The center can no longer hold. That's where I will end this video. I don't want to get emotional. But if you're seeing our video for the first time, this is Ini TV. A-Frame Narunama Vida Indizugi TV. We are global and social commentator. Subscribe to our channel. It gives you the privilege that anytime we upload videos like this, it comes directly to you. And we've got over 180 videos ranging local, national, and international news. Just go around our album, search for which of the title you will like. We learn from each other. So after you've watched our video, drop your comments. It's important to us too. Education is like a circle. It comes and goes. And for our returning subscribers, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we always say, we're one big family. So we'll say bye-bye, adios, au revoir. We'll catch you when we make the next video. Thank you.